I'm Len May, and I'm the CEO, co-founder of Endocanna Health. We're an endocannabinoid genomics company, and I have the distinct pleasure of having Dr. Chris Spooner join me, who's a naturopathic specialist, and we're going to discuss this topic and many others. Tune in. Thanks. How does DNA affect your immune system?
Complicated. I think, what we start taking a look at here is that, inflammation, immune response, antibody production, all the rest of that is determined by these sets of genes that we have that are encoded in our DNA. And the DNA starts to set the template for that. It's like, there's the instructions. So that becomes, if you've got genetic variation in things that control inflammatory pathways or things that control antibody production, then, that's definitely going to have an impact on that. And so, we can take a look at some of these SNPs or these variations in your DNA and start to target it on things that control inflammation or antibody response or, some of these other factors in there as well too. So again, it starts to get complicated, and you need to take a look at, okay, in this particular case, are there other bits of DNA that factor this in? And for example, with COVID, we know that, things like diabetics and blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and things like that are problematic. So here the DNA can have a really big impact on that. And again, that's not even related to your immune system. So when we start thinking about DNA, you have to take a look at it in the entire context of everything that's being involved. It needs to be very holistic. So we can start to target in and identify some of these things, and that can help us target therapies and treatments, potentially look at things like, different types of cannabis or different medications or nutraceuticals or what have you. And it becomes a useful tool in it. But then you've also got to factor in all these other elements around as well too, like diet, lifestyle, nutrition, and how that impacts, DNA expression.
Hey everyone, I hope you found this information super helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe below right here and stay tuned for all the latest and greatest from Endocanna and what we have to say about your endocannabinoid system and DNA. Because remember, cannabis is personal. Stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.